So here we go. Pray for me, people. Pray for me, honestly. Oh my gosh. I've been thinking about this for so long, changing these plants over, and I'll be honest, I'm scared. I am scared. Can't get my words out. I'm like, oh my word. These are the plants I'm thinking that I'm going to start with. And I'm thinking to myself, just be brave, let's do it, you know. But oh my word, I'm so scared. So, first job, bite the bullet, don't be scared, Chrissy. Let's do it. So, first job is going to be for me to take them out the pots, expose the roots, and I am going to rinse all the roots clean in the bath. So I'm just going to get something to take all the soil out with. Right, which one shall I start with? Oh my word. Okay, so I've got some gloves because, you know, I'm a bit funny. I don't like mess on my fingers, I'll be honest, you know. So I'm getting my gloves on and I'm thinking, which one shall I start with first? Which one will be happy? Which one will take to it? Which one would you start with? You know? Oh, here we go. Okay, let's take them out. One at a time. Which one can I afford? Which one can I afford to lose? Oh my word. And because I don't like mess, I'm going to put the soil in here. I'm going to start with the Chinese money plant, I think. You know, I'm thinking that's the one that I can afford to lose. You know, that's the thought process. So I'm going to remove the soil. And my thought around this, how I'm going to go about this, I haven't got self-watering pots, I'll be honest, because I can't afford them. You know, it's a cost of living crisis and I need to save money where I can. That's how life goes. So my thought is that I'm going to use the pots, the nursery pots that I've got. But I'm just going to make sure I've got a water reservoir and like a wick system. That's what we're going to go for. So going to remove the soil. And what I'm thinking as well is that, you know, these have got quite thin roots. I don't know if it'll work. Anyway, we'll try it, won't we? See what happens. Yeah, so my thought process is that, you know, use a wick system. Try it that way. See what happens, you know, but I would like to get them all, if I can, into hydroponics. Into this this form of soil substrate. I just think it would make my life easier because I'm dead lazy, you know. I'm a lazy parent, I'll be totally honest. So this one's got really fine little roots there. I don't know if it'll work. I'm not sure because I know a lot of people say that this kind of change is better when the roots are thicker, when it's aeroids, and this one, we're not sure. We don't know if it'll work, but we're going to try it anyway. But I'm going to drop the pot. I'm going to put it into here, into this little pot. And then I can sort of see what's happening with the roots as well. I'll be able to monitor it. That's what my thinking is. Monitor it, see what happens. So I've got this one, which looks like a watermelon. Watermelon peperomia, is it? Yeah. Do you know what? I had a big one of these plants. And because I realised that I'd had it in too big a pot, I was like, right, I'm going to separate them all. So I separated them all. I sold some of them over the year. And I thought, right, we're going to start again with this one. Because it's a learning process. I learned that it was in too big a pot and that it should have been in a smaller pot. And I thought we'll go with this one because it's a single leaf. It's got a good root system. Although it might not have now. I'm pulling all the soil off. The roots are really fine, so I don't know if this one is going to work. Oh, if I just picked the wrong. Anyway, it's all an experiment. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself. It's an experiment, and I've got other cuttings of that one, so it's fine. I won't panic. Anyway, moving on. So I've got a skinned apsis here. I've also got loads of this, which I don't want. Loads and went out my head. Loads of moss. Got rid of the moss. I've got a massive bag of moss and I need to get rid of it because I actually realised I don't like it. This cutting, I've had this cutting. Okay. That's the node it's got there. And I have had this cutting since November and it hasn't done anything. And I think, I don't know if it's me, but it's still alive. It came out of a massive skinned apsis plant from Plymouth. And I'm thinking, I'm going to try that one because I'm determined I'm going to get it to root. So I've got this small skinned apsis. This one I bought like on Etsy. We're going to take it out of its current substrate. And all the soil that you can see that I've been using is some Soil Ninja. So it's premium potting mix from Soil Ninja, but I would like to change the substrate of everything to make it easier on my personal plant journey, because I just find it quite difficult. Even though I haven't got like as many plants as some people, I still find it difficult keeping up with everything. You know, it's like you work and this and that. I've got 2 jobs and stuff. So I've got quite a lot of soil off that. And look at the roots. The roots look really good. You know, that's the plant. It's growing really well. I'm just trying to clear some of the soil off. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to take it over into the bathroom and we're going to rinse them off. My cutting of the Adansonii. Monstera Adansonii. Well rooted. Well rooted. And I wanted to pick plants that were really well rooted because I felt like if I use them, they'll have a good chance. That was my thought. You know, that's what I'm hoping for. Is that they'll take because they've survived so far. And this one's got like a healthy root system. It's adapted really well. You know, and I've been thinking about it for so long over Christmas, I'll be honest. I've just been a bit scared because I didn't know if I was doing the right thing. I'm a bit overprotective with these plants, and then I go through series where I underwater them because I get dead busy, you know. And then I don't have the time and stuff. So in the summer, I've got a limited time because I'm always teaching and plus I work at my second job. And then in the winter, I'm not teaching. So I've got loads of time. So I get like very overprotective. And I won't leave them alone. And this is the time that they're supposed to go into hibernation. But mine have still been growing because I'm in Cornwall and the weather's generally quite nice apart from today. So that's the root system, Monstera Adansonii. And what we're going to do is we are going to head over to the bathroom and we're going to give everything a nice, good old rinse. Get the gloves on. So it's about quarter full. Let's see. Got quite a way to go to fill it. And I'm just going to fill it with my hands. It doesn't matter if I get any in the box. I've got like a plastic box that I've been using because I'm dead messy when I repot everything. I think I'm too high. I'm going to pot round it now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to backfill it. Just fill around the leaves. And what I'm going to do with these plants is I'm going to keep them in eye view so that I can see what's happening with them. See how they are going to deal with the transition. And this is my experiment. So throughout January, I have decided to transition a few plants at a time, see what happens. And if it works, I'm going to transition all of my plants into semi-hydro. So I've got one here to show you. This is in pure leca. And it's been transferred for about a month, but it's doing really well. And I've just got like a water reservoir, which actually it needs changing now. I've also got a Monstera adansonii. That one's in pure leca. And actually the water needs changing. But yeah, they've adapted really well. No problems at all, which is nice to see. So that was kind of like my little jump into it to see what was going to happen. But I really like the colour of this. It's nice and colourful as well. That attracts me a lot. So on to the next one. Just going to move my leca one out of the way. So on to the next one. We've got a watermelon peperomia here. It's got little fine roots. So we're going to transport that one into leca. Here we go. How was Christmas? What did you do? Have you got family? What did you celebrate? Did you have Christmas dinner? What did you do? You'll have to tell me in the comments. My family are all in Leeds. I live in Cornwall. And I was working. So Christmas was really quiet for me. I work on the wards in the hospital. So I didn't get to do much. Because life is just busy with patients. That looks too full. Might try that one again. Maybe it'll have to be like a short one. Probably would have helped if I'd have maybe shortened the cup size. Or maybe see if I've got a smaller cup for that one. Okay, let's try the Scindapsus. Scindapsus will fit in there nicely. So it's about a third of the way full. In it goes, and I'm just going to backfill. I quite like the idea that you can see the roots on these as well. You know, that really attracts me. I'm hoping that these will all grow fine. You know. And for the many people that I watch on YouTube, they've all been able to do this and get them to grow really well. So I don't see why we can't. Looks good. That's it there. I'll put some pictures up as well of what they look like, and I'm going to do an update as well so that we can see how they've grown. So with this one, I was going to put it back in its nursery pot. We're going to try it in a nursery pot with the hydroponics. I like these clear pots though, because you can see the roots and stuff. You can see what's happening. I think I might need to rinse some more later. That's the only thing, because you've got to rinse it off. That's a bit of a ball ache. But I'll be honest, once it's rinsed off, it's fine. I'm just being lazy. I really hope this one takes, because it's got a really good root system. And the only other thing that I would say is when they're in hydroponics, Lechuza, or when they're in this pond, they're quite heavy as well. That's the only thing I would have noticed just by the repot, is that everything is now much heavier in weight. So I can imagine when the pots get bigger, that'll be my weightlifting done for the day. Can you imagine that? Right, that's that one done. So back again. So I've got some little cash pots here. Just a couple there. I'll just showing you my repotting these. The big skinned apsis and the watermelon peperomia, but the battery ran out, so I didn't get to show you that. Anyway, I've repotted them, and what I do is I will use some room temperature water, and I usually leave it like 24 hours for all the sediment to go, and I put it in these little glass jars. And what I do is about a third of the way up, I'm going to put with water. And I think for the first one, I'm not going to put any fertilizer or anything in, just to give them time to adapt. And then what I'm going to do is in 2 weeks, I'm going to flush them all out, and then I'm going to mix some slow release fertilizer pellets from Soil Ninja into the substrate to help them grow, and that should keep them fertilized for like 2 weeks. Sorry, for 6. What am I saying? For 6 months. But it looks nice. So that's the first one in. Let's put the skinned apsis in there. And it's nice because it's not overly full with water. Trying to show you that it's not overly full. It's not full right to the very top, but there is some water in there. So let's get the next ones in, and then what I'll do is I'll put a clip up to show you all the finished plants. But let me know how you all have got on with yours, and were you as scared as me when you made your first jump? And if you have made your jump, share some stories about, you know, how you've got on, because I'd be really interested to know how you guys are getting on with everything, and like your progress forward. That would be great. But anyway, I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.